So I'm interviewing S Pacat.
Hello.
Hello. So, questions. How do you know if your characters are going to work?
I think you can never quite know until they coalesce. So for me, for example, I had a character who readers were meant to hate from the beginning, and then grow to love throughout the book. And as I wrote the story, I had to just have a kind of faith that that readers would come on board and end up falling in love with this character. So I think it's partly craft, but also partly an effort of self-belief. Sometimes in the face of insecurity and despair.
Okay. How did you start writing? You can say this briefly.
I've always written, but for a long time I didn't take myself seriously as a writer. I think that I lacked self-confidence. So what I often say to writers who are coming up is, don't let your own doubts get in the way of what you're doing, and don't be the person who is holding yourself back.
Okay, good words to take to heart. Who inspired you to start writing?
I wouldn't say that any one person inspired me to start writing, but I have three major influences. The first is an amazing writer of historical fiction called Dorothy Dunnett, and her series The Lyman Chronicles I fell in love with when I was 15. And I think for me she's one of those touchstone writers where I will always be trying to write something as meaningful as I found her work when I encountered it. And then my second body of influence was actually the world of online fiction and fan fiction. When I was about, again, 14 or 15, I found a writer called Anna S online, and I fell in love with all of her online works. And I kind of thought, you know, if she's doing something like that, maybe I could do something like that. So that was very inspiring. And then I guess the third element for me is I'm also very inspired by a lot of fiction and manga that comes out of Japan. I really like the very free, uninhibited approach that they have to storytelling over there.
Wonderful. Now, the last question.
Yes.
Can you do the safety dance while reading?
The safety dance? I don't even know what is the safety dance?
It's an old 80s song. One of those one-hit wonders.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm ashamed to say that I cannot do the safety dance. I am not conversant in the safety dance. So I pass on that one.
Okay, thank you very much.